Hello everyone, this is ProPokeNoob back today with some more Pokemon TCGO. But before we get into trying to find a battle and team, or not team preview, deck preview and stuff like that, it is November, which means that some new rules have been put into place. So if you are not a TCG player, or if you are a TCG player and you didn't know about this, and you're interested in hearing about the new rules and you haven't seen them yourself, feel free to stay for the next few minutes as I go through them and explain them and give my opinions on each rule. If not, you're just looking for a battle and for some content from me, then I'll leave a time as an annotation to skip straight to deck preview and stuff like that. So, yeah, November, this is when the new set, the 6th gen set has come out, I believe, in Japan. I think this is why, because our set comes out in February and I think they come out in November. But some rules have been put into play just to kind of clean up the game a little bit, because the game has gotten, you know, if you're watching just people playing Pokemon TCG, it's you know, it's getting a little, we need a little bit of rule changes. So, they've put in 3 rules. One is set-specific, just because of 6th gen coming out, and it's a pretty straightforward rule. Professor Juniper and Professor Sycamore cannot be played in the same deck. That is because both Professor Juniper and Professor Sycamore are supporters that do the exact same thing, discard your hand and draw 7 cards. So, to prevent from hyper draw, from just playing 4 and 4, they've decided that you have to play one or the other. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to force people to switch straight over to Professor Sycamore, because Juniper will still be legal for a little bit. I think after February, I think 5th Gen still stays in for a little bit. And I'm trying to remember, I think it was Plasma Blast when we had modified sets, remodified sets. Yeah, I think it was like the 3rd set of each block is when they modify the meta. So Juniper and Sycamore should exist at the same time, which means you could probably just run one or the other. I remember they saying, like, if you run Juniper, you have to run just Juniper. You can't run 2 Junipers, 2 Sycamores, which makes me think they might be coming out with a card that's going to be like discard all cards with the same name, or I don't know. It's probably just to prevent, or maybe just to allow cards that can do that to have a better chance. I'm not sure, but I guess it just makes it also simpler just to say you either run Juniper or Sycamore. They do the exact same thing. Worst comes to worst, you pay an extra $4 or $8 to update your set of cards for drawing 7 cards. So it's really not that big of a deal. So Professor Juniper and Sycamore rule, that's just, you know, a quality of life, quality of just don't get confused, don't hyper aggress decks with Super Draw. The second rule I have a little bit of a different opinion on, and this is to fix what happened at Worlds, because I don't keep up with it. From what I heard, though, it was in the finals match, and it's always best of 1, I think. Best of 1 or best of 3, but the game was won on turn 1 from a donk, and what basically a donk means is whenever I mention donk, it means that I've lost first turn, or the opponent lost first turn, from just, you know, drawing into your whole set, attacking, and taking out a low HP Pokemon, or taking out a high HP Pokemon. And it usually means that you only have 1 Pokemon on the field, and then because you don't have any left, you lose the game. Well, what happened was, you know, tournament level, it kind of sucks to get there after doing all this work to build yourself up, and you have a ton of skill, you have a fantastic deck, but then you get that one draw where you can't mulligan, you have to put that 1 card down, it has like 40 or 50 HP, and your opponent pulls a card that does a ton of damage, he gets all his draw and all his support and everything like that, and he takes your Pokemon out, and you lose the tournament, GG, get out. Right? It's kind of a sucky thing. So, to prevent that, they've now put in the rule that's basically like Yu-Gi-Oh! The player who goes first cannot attack turn 1. You can't use any damaging or non-damaging moves. You can still do everything else. You can't evolve, obviously, but you can still do all of your trainer cards, your item cards, your Hypnotoxic lasers, stuff like that. So technically, if someone plays a 30 HP Pokemon, you play a Hypnotoxic with a Verbank Laser Gym, that counts. What Donk refers to is just attacking. Now, I do have a little bit of an opinion on this, because if you can't use any attacks, then it almost sounds better to go second, because then you have the advantage of being able to donk them turn 1 for you. Because when you think about it, you know, you can lead off with Kangaskhan or the Emolga with Call for Family, you can lead off with stuff that grabs energies from your deck, right? And essentially that puts you at a disadvantage, because then your opponent, if they, let's say, also have an Emolga or a Kangaskhan, right, they play it out and they can use Call for Family and you couldn't, I think that they get an advantage. And I think it's a huge advantage sometimes, because the third rule, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, but essentially, I don't really know. I don't want to compare it to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I feel that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a different playstyle. It's all about building up your combo really, really quickly. And I mean, Pokemon's the same thing, but I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is more built around getting that combo, and I honestly think, like, if you let people attack on first turn in Yu-Gi-Oh!, that's just, like, I think you can easily lose 5,000, 6,000 life points in one move, maybe lose the game, depending on how the deck is built. That's just the way I feel about that meta. But with Pokemon meta, I can understand this rule being put in. I just don't feel like all attacks should be nerfed on turn 1, because if you go first and you play a deck that, you know, is all about killing early on, then your deck is essentially not that strong. Because there are decks that are built around just killing people turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, right? Like, if I can get my my Tool Time, my Garbodor, or not my Garbodor, my Trubbish, Sigilif deck going really quickly, like you saw in one of the uploads, I took him out in turn 2, right? I like those types of decks, but you can pull it off turn 1 if you get super, super lucky. Actually, no, you can't. You need energy. I lied, but the point is there are decks out there that like to kill turn 1 and donk and deal tons of damage on turn 1 and stuff like that. Grab a very, very early advantage if you can get the combo off. And I don't think that giving the player who goes second that advantage necessarily changes it, other than saying, well, instead of going first is better, perhaps going second is now a pretty good option, right? So sometimes you're going to want to actually lose the coin flip to go second. I don't know. But to me, this is kind of like a straight... How do I do this? It's like a straight face for me on this one. This one's just like... It's like a... I don't know. Whatever face. What would that be? Like... What's a whatever face? Like a... Hey... There we go. Who cares? I'll just put a smiley face. What the... That's not a smiley face. There we... Oh my goodness. I suck at this. There we go. Smiley face. Oh my god. I've had a stressful day on Showdown. I'm really not just... Not feeling it. So... player can't go, whoever goes first can't attack first turn. It's kind of like, okay, that kind of allows me to stay in games for longer than a turn, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying that players who go second can potentially get the advantage and kill me on their turn 1, even though I can't do the same on my turn 1, but, I mean, we'll have to see as we play more along. The third rule, I think, is honestly, like, this one feels like it's the biggest one. This one feels pretty big as well, but, it does have some implications, and that is Pokemon Catcher now has a flip-a-coin condition implied in its effect. Now, if you look at the new cards, which, by the way, the new set comes out with a full art Pokemon Catcher, that thing is going to be worth so many packs and so much money, it's going to be unbelievable. But, basically what was happening is Pokemon Catcher is overpowered. If you guys remember Gust of Wind, if you ever played, like, first-gen Pokemon where you just played with the cards, like, guys, look, I got a little Weedle and a Whirlwind, right? That card is Pokemon Catcher, and Pokemon Catcher is really, really strong. Screws over setup type decks. If you have an electric deck, if you have a Deoxys deck, if you have anything where you need Pokemon just to sit on your bench, I call them bench warmers. Okay, if you have a bench warming deck, which is what I like to play, okay, Pokemon Catcher is super destructive. And I don't like the fact that people can just freely choose to destroy my setup pokes whenever they want, right? Putting a flip-a-coin effect adds a little bit of luck to the game. 50-50 chance is so much better than just... It's just so much better than just having a 100% chance of you being screwed over and them getting an advantage from it, right? So this makes not only people question using Pokemon Catcher as a staple card, but it also opens up for some decks to exist longer, mainly benchwarmers. Now, this is kind of a little untimely because I don't like Deoxys decks, and they're really annoying, and they're really strong. And now this is going to actually give those decks a larger chance of keeping Deoxys and all them safe. But I think overall, it'll open up the... It'll open up the game a little bit more to have more decks that like benchwarmers, so like the Cacturne and Mr. Mime deck, where you don't have to worry about Mr. Mime being picked off, or you can put 30 damage on one of your Pokemon and not have to worry about, oh, Catcher, boom, dead, that type of thing, right? So, I think that I also feel like this is in response to the fact that a lot of EXs are around, and a lot of people could easily win by taking an EX that was hurt, that you spend so much time on switching out and getting cards to get it safe, and then just bring it back in and boom, two prizes, right? So, to be honest, it's another one of these for me. Like, I don't know. I'm okay with this, kind of, but... Actually, oh, I know the face for this. There we go. That's a little better. I'm indifferent on this one, to be honest. I think I like the change. I personally invite the change. That Pokemon Catcher now is a flip effect. It goes back to, I put Pokemon Reversal here because that's a card from, I believe what I'm seeing here, 3rd Gen Hoenn, because I see a Mudkip being switched with a Zubat. But, it also existed in Heart Gold and Soul Silver if you guys played the 4th Gen meta. But that was a replacement for Pokemon Catcher, where basically you had to flip a coin in order to do it, and I think that's fairer. I think it's a lot more fair. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Some of my decks will actually be able to last longer, which is the style that I like to play. So these are the 3 rules. If you guys have any questions, or if you have any links that show anything that I've said is wrong, then feel free to post them in the comments. You can ask me anything, you know. Whether or not the meta will change, I can see the only way that metas would maybe change is that certain decks would just see more play, and people aren't very necessarily afraid of Pokemon Catcher. Like, the fact that they have to target this card means that it had huge play, and it had huge game-changing implications, right, without any consequence. You chose what you wanted, boom, there you go, right? Now it gives a little bit of consequence if you fail. If you're trying to play around a Pokemon Catcher, and it fails, then that could essentially mess over your plans, and I kind of invite that. You shouldn't be playing around one card, relying on a 100% chance of not failing, and then you automatically win. To me, that's not very fair. Even though everyone has the chance to do it, I mean, it's kind of silly when you think about it. Everyone having access to one card that messes their opponent over, whoever gets it first really does more work. It doesn't seem logical in a game that requires a lot of skill. Coupled with luck, I should say. So, those are the 3 rule changes. Again, questions, ask them in the comments section below. Okay, so, like I was mentioning before, if you guys skip to this part here, hi, how you doing? We're going to do some Pokemon TCG. You already heard that. I'm just going to keep talking to fill in some time, because I like to do long intros. There we go. Okay, so, I've had some bad luck on Showdown today, some annoying hacks, tried to find extra battles, because I finished my homework early for once, and I didn't feel like, didn't feel like doing my readings or anything like that, so I figured, hey, get some content out, make you guys nice and happy, and make myself nice and happy. So today I'm running a more modified deck that you might recognize, ladies and gentlemen. I am playing the Thundurus and the Deoxys decks. I have joined the Plasma train. I've jumped on and went choo-choo and followed it. So I wanted to build this type of deck for a while now, and I was just waiting for the promo cards to come out. So this deck is called March of the Plasmas, because quite literally, all my Pokemon are Plasma Pokemon. And you're probably thinking, ProPokeNoob, what about that Silver Mirror? Well, person who still has a weird voice on my channel from months ago, I don't care, and you'll see why. So, essentially the way that this deck works, its staple is Thundurus and Deoxys, as most Plasma decks that run Deoxys exists, and this lag is killing me, please. There we go. Okay, so Thundurus, just to quickly go over it. Attach an energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Team Plasma Pokemon, does 30 damage for 1 energy, and it attaches any energy Pokemon, or any energy card, basic or non-basic, so it makes it really strong for you to run a whole bunch of non-basics, counters, enhanced hammers to an extent, and essentially make sure that if you lose your Plasma energies, you can bring them back, and that's very important in this deck. So Thundurus is the main attacker, really. Coupled with Deoxys EX, this might be a little hard to see, but his ability, Power Connect, allows Team Plasma Pokemon to do 10 more damage to the active Pokemon, and of course he has his own little effect. You can use it, it's kind of a... To a certain level, it's a buff of Mewtwo EX's attack, like it's stronger than Mewtwo EX's attack. This just requires a Plasma Energy attached to it, though. And it doesn't buff itself, so if this thing is out, it doesn't give itself a boost. But I'm pretty sure other Deoxys EXs boost itself. I can't remember. I've probably run into that. I've just never noticed, because usually they're doing so much damage, you're kind of like, I'm dead anyways! So, I don't run into that. But, coupling that with Snorlax and Tornadus, which is not a deck that you necessarily see just running those two. You usually run something like Kyurem, Plasma Kyurem, or Plasma Lugia, or stuff like that. I decided to try out Snorlax and Tornadus just because I have the cards and I want to do it. So Snorlax, the way that works, block, they can't retreat. It's pretty nice as long as it's the active Pokemon. And again, if these Pokemon Catcher changes have been made, I'm going to test it today, because I haven't tested this deck and I haven't played TCGO in a long time. So we're going to see if they've put in the new rules. And if you guys want to see those rules, because now you feel left out and lost, and everyone who did watch the rules are all happy now, then you might want to go back and watch the however long it was. I didn't check, but regardless. Team Pact is the big attack here, 30 times the number of Team Plasma Pokemon. I load up the bench, this thing does 180 damage for 4 energy, or 5 energy. It's pretty sweet and they can't retreat, so that's the cool thing. Also, Tornadus EX, Has a nice first attack. The main thing that you look for is Jet Blast, which is 30 more damage for each Plasma Energy attached to this Pokemon. So that can do up to 180 damage as well by having 4 Plasmas on it. And in case they discard the Plasma Energy, that's why you have the Thundurus EX to reload. Plus you have Deoxys EX boosting it. It's just one giant wrecking train that just keeps going and going and going until it hits a wall. Pretty much that's how it works. Now, I hate how this is disorganized because they put this at the end and they put these and they put this. But energy-wise, I have 2 electric energies on the off chance that people are running enhanced hammers, and I just want to be able to keep it out there and not have to worry about stupid special energies being discarded non-stop. I have 4 DCEs because these guys have really high attacking costs, 4 plasma energies because of this guy, because of this guy, and because of this guy. I have 3 prism energies. I would be running 4, but I only have 3. As you can see, I love it. I'd love to have another one, please. But basically, it gives any energy type to basic Pokemon. So as long as that's in the format, this guy can use it as an electric, and then these guys, this guy can use it as a psychic as well. So they're pretty useful. So if I got a 4th one of these, I'd only have 1 electric energy, which is not too bad. I'm running 13 energies, might seem a little much, but considering the attack costs of these guys, I can stall with Snorlax. I can stall with... Yeah, I can shuffle out with Tornadus. It's not really that big of a concern to me. 4 Colress Machines to grab the energies quickly. Computer Search because of Computer Search. 3 Pokemon Catchers just because that's all I had the room for. It's not a big deal, really. I can block stuff whatever I want in and just clean up house anyways, and we're going to see if the changes have actually existed. 14 Plasma Balls because that just makes sense. Everything is a Plasma Pokemon. 2 Tool Scrappers because, again, Silver Mirror prevents all damage from Plasma Pokemon, so definitely need to keep it around. Also... gets rid of Silver Bangles, which does more damage to the EXs, and I have all EXs here except for Snorlax's, so, you know, it makes more sense to run 2 Tool Scrappers. I have the room for it, why not? 3 Ultra Balls just to have extra acceleration, 4 Ends, 4 Junipers, 4 Skylas, because that's generally the cores in my deck. 2 Frozen Cities. I'm trying this out. I haven't tested this deck, but I'm trying this out because... basically, if they place an energy on a Pokemon that's not a Team Plasma Pokemon, they take 20 damage. And I think that would be really useful in accelerating the damage that I can do for low cost with Thundurus and high damage with Tornadus and Snorlax. So, I'm going to try it out. I'm not going to get hurt by it, so I mean, I'm not running Hypnotoxic Lasers either, so why the heck not? I mean, what am I going to run? Pokemon Center? And I could, but I don't see it as being very useful, especially since I'm not running Keldeo in this deck. And 4 Float Stones just to make sure that these guys can retreat. To be honest, because of Ride and Knuckle here, I can retreat pretty easily. And then if I retreat into a Thundurus, I could just put the energy or energies back on to whoever retreats. So he's got a 1 cost, he's got a 2 cost. This guy's a 4 cost, that's mainly for him, and this guy's got a 2 cost. So it's really not that costly. It's really meant just to be a recycling type deck, just to bring cards back and forth and just deal tons of damage. Hopefully getting my cards out as quickly as possible, loading up Deoxys, try and load up a Snorlax or a Tornadus and just go from there. So, whew, I'm gonna go find a battle, and I'll see you guys then. Okay, Jabba Jindrik. What? Jabba Jindrik. He has the advantage. He has the advantage. That's okay, because that means I get more tokens if I win, so. Oh boy, this guy's got fancy cards. I pull a actually, you know what? That's not really that bad. Starting off with a Thundurus, that's really not bad. I think the worst start would be Snorlax. Just Snorlax. This is not too bad. Team Plasma Ball. I have an energy. I can't attack with him, but that doesn't mean that I can't get stuff going. Because it also depends on what I draw. If I draw into something that grabs me cards, I'll just, you know, search for guys and then grab new cards. Why the heck not? I'm going to choose heads. Aw. Say hi to YouTube. Just because you can. Okay, so he's... oh my god! Okay, so here we go. Deoxys matchup. Alrighty, so we have a Frozen City. That's not terrible. I'm going to play that out right now. I'm going to Team Plasma Ball. See, this is not good because I actually don't have an electric energy. That's like one of the 4 energies that I don't want right now. I'm going to Team Plasma Ball. What the heck? Empty out the cards a little bit in my field here. That'd be an interesting play if I could pull that off, but I can't. Okay. I'm just taking a quick look through my deck. Looks like I have how many Deoxys here? I've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1's prize. That's not too terrible. As you can see, these are the promo ones. Yeah, I'm being slow. That's okay. You know what? That's not really a big deal. Actually, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a Tornadus. Yep, grab a Tornadus, and then what I can do is just put the energy on him. Just get that going immediately. I can leave this guy out. I'm not threatened, really, so I can just leave it at that. Save this in case I have another card I can get rid of. I really don't know, because he can't run Silver Bangles on EXs. So, and I don't think he can run Silver Mirrors on EXs either. I can't remember. Shoot. No, yeah, I don't think you can, so I might be safe against Jabba Jindrik. I can't say that with a straight face. Although he's saying it with a straight face. Take a look at that. Whew! Look at that face. So, we'll see how well this deck goes. I'm again, not really feeling like... I'm not feeling whether or not I fail or not. He's going for a Colress Machine. He's going to low up the Deoxys. Not a big deal. That means it's going to get its effect. Oh, he's going to end. Okay, that's not terrible. Give me something good. That's half decent. Okay. Actually, I can... Wow. Ooh, I can loot this guy really quickly. Okay. That's not terrible. Okay, we're going to go for this. He's got 2 Deoxys out there. He's got a 4 Deoxys. Dang! Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Colress Machine. I'm going to hope that I can... How many... Oh, I didn't check how many plasma cards were in here. How many plasma energies? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Perfect. Bam! Colress Machine. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the humanity. Please, people. For all things humane. Don't make me do this. We're doing it. We're going for it. We're in. We're going in. Okay, I'm going to grab the 1 Deoxys that's not funky. I'm going to do that. Bam. Now, I'm hoping off of this pull. I'll use Shiny N just to flex my power here. I'm kind of hoping off this pull. Okay. Good enough. Yeah. I don't have enough. That would have been really cool. Do I have any energy in here? I do not. That's okay. I'm just gonna dent it. You know what? I'm gonna dent this guy. Let's go for another Deoxys. That's the 3 Deoxys that I have access to right now. See how fast this deck is. So that's gonna give me the electric energy I need. And I'm gonna go for Ride and Knuckle for 60 damage. And I don't have anything. No problem. It even says sorry to you. That's so nice. It's like, sorry, we have no energies to bring back. It's okay. It's okay, man. I appreciate it. Okay, so he's just running standard TDK. This is TDK. Which I don't think we've seen an actual full deck on my channel, to be honest. I don't think I've actually uploaded one against that. He's loading it up, which makes me think this guy really wants to smash my face in. He's loading this guy up, too. 30 more for each energy attached to defending Pokemon. That's going to suck. I'm going to have to catcher that thing in. I haven't tried out Catcher yet, though. Let me actually ask him. Have the new rules added? Guess not. There we go. Okay, so it hasn't been added. That sucks. Confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. The new rules have not been added yet onto TCGO. They should be in a store near you. You suck! You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. See, this is what I don't like this. See, even Plasma City or Frozen City is not going to do anything, so... Fine. Fine, whatever. I'll just find a friggin' float stone with Skyla or some stupid stuff like that. That's annoying. See, that's how annoying it gets. now that you look at that rule, that's how annoying it gets. Interesting. Yeah. So how you doing, guys? What's new? What's fresh? What's happening? He's gonna do the 50 damage because of 2 Deoxys. He's gonna do it. That makes sense. You're right on time. You have no idea how much on time you are. Like that was beautiful. Now the question is, do I Colress Machine? How many Colress Machines did I use? 2. Do I use Skyla to grab the Colress Machine to buff this guy up, make sure that thing dies? I think I'll get more of a benefit from Juniper. Or I can go for the safer play. Oh. Okay, so apparently the 8th of November is when the rules change. I guess that's when the new set comes out? I don't know. Cool. Useful to know. Okay, let's go grab a Colress Machine. I should have noticed. And just to make sure I have a Plasma Energy to grab. Perfect. Excelente. Grab that. Grab the one Plasma. Don't mess this up. That guy right there. Retreat to this guy right here. I can double Colourless later. I'm gonna Jet Blast the mother friggin' heck out of this guy. Boom! 210 damage. What you know about that? He's gonna put a Psychic Energy on this, which will make me sad. Yep, he's got a Psychic Energy. That's okay. I'm gonna grab 2 prizes off of that. Another one? Hey, okay. Okay, there it is. He's got Float Stone on his... Okay, so he's got Float Treat. He puts the energy down on this. What energy was it? Prism Energy. Okay, so he's gonna switch into it. Possibly has a Colress Machine. That's why he's doing that, maybe? Yeah, he probably has a Colress Machine. Oh, he had 2 energies on him? Oh, shoot, I didn't even see the 2 energies. Whoops. Okay, let's go into him, because he has Float Stone, so I can switch into whatever I feel like. Didn't see that coming, no problem. Actually, I did see that coming. Wait a second. He has 2 Plasma Energies on himself. Okay. So what I can actually do... I can Thundurus. He's got 2 Plasmas on him. But I'd rather kill this thing, though. Yeah, but he can attack. I want to force him. Actually, he'll switch regardless. I might as well dent this thing. Okay, so I'm going to do is I'm going to play with the Thundurus. I'm going to put the... Nope, not yet. Actually, I have to. We're going to retreat into the Thundurus. We're going to DCE up the Tornadus. And then I'm going to Juniper. Bam! Get that advantage. Interesting. That's very... Okay, well, I got this in case he tries to make a jump on me. And then I can maybe destroy him. I don't want to put this out yet. I might get a Snorlax. That'd be nice. Boom, hit it for 60. He's not going to do any more than 60 damage to me, or 70 damage, I think. Actually, I didn't notice. How much damage did that do? If I had 4 energies on me, 30, 60, 90... Nope. Okay, so Deoxyses don't buff each other. Take this... See, I would put the energy on him, but he can pick me off. That's the only stupid thing about Deoxys. It's the same thing as Mewtwo's. They can pick each other off, and I'm really concerned. See, he has the Catcher, so... He's gonna pick... Oh, interesting. Now, the funny thing is... I have an energy. I could just nail him. I really could. I don't know if it's worth the Prism Energy, but I mean... He's gonna switch into the other one. Interesting. Okay. Juniper, no problem. Alright, he got rid of Scramble Switch and a Catcher. He's getting more... Okay, so he does have Bangle on his Kyurem. That sucks. That hurts a lot, actually. I don't have any more, so that's pointless. I don't think I should be attacking. How much damage will I do to this thing? How much damage does this thing have on it? 110? We'll do 90, 110, 110, 120. 20, eh? Okay. We're going to Skyla. Hyper aggressive play here. But I think it's necessary to take this thing out. Yes, it is. 90, 110, and 111, 120. Okay. We gotta pick this thing off because it's getting a little bit out of hand. I have to put the Prism Energy on this man right here. Still don't want to play that. I don't have any point for this. I can just use that as fodder for maybe an Ultra Ball. Man, EX plays are just really friggin' fast. Like, he's got the advantage, though, because I took a Kyurem and he took an EX. And he's going to take another EX. So I'm going to Jet Blast this man. So he actually has the advantage right now. I have to kill 2. He only has to kill 1 more. Because he's going to pick this thing off with this guy right here. No doubt about it. Okay, I'm gonna grab that. That. Shoot! 2 useless cards. Cool. Okay. At least I know now what to I can scrapper up his... Ooh, Colress is interesting. I guess that makes sense. How many cards do you have left in the deck? 17, not bad. He's gonna Plasma Ball probably for a Deoxys, yep. Not a big deal. Puts out another Kyurem. So he has all 40 Deoxys on him, interesting. Again, not too worried. How much does this need? 2 electrics? Ouch, yeah. No problem. No problem. Not concerned. I should be, because he can pick me off. Yeah, he can pick me off. Oh, it might be game. I may have played this wrong, but I really don't know. This guy's got 3 energies on this guy for some reason. Oh, he's got 3 energies on him. He only gets a buff for every energy on my guy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first of all, scrapper up the Bangle and the Float Stone. Bam. There we go. I'm gonna get rid of that, and then I'm gonna maybe lock him in here. How many catches has he used? 1, 2. He's got a 4th catcher hiding somewhere. Yeah, okay. So. We're not doing that. Let me do this. Yes. I mean, it really doesn't matter. He's going to be able to pick me off because 60... No, he won't, because it'll be 60 damage, which will be 120. So if I put that energy on, that would be silly. I'm going to have to load up a I'm going to have to load up a Deoxys, I think, at this point. So I'm going to put an energy back on this guy. Unless he catches and kills this guy, that'd be really sad. Yeah, I don't want to do anything else here. I could Skyla. Could I Skyla? I could Skyla. Let's Skyla. Bam! Skyla. What do we get? What are we getting? Get a catcher. We'll keep that on hand. Unless I can pick something off. Is there anything I can pick off here? I can only do 90 damage. I'm going to load up, so I mean... Okay, let's do that. Yeah, Plasma Energy on the Deoxys. Bam. There we go. Okay, so, game plan here. Look for a Float Stone. Pick this Deoxys off. Hope to God he can't set up and kill this Deoxys off. Yeah, see, he's loading that up right there. I'm really not too concerned about that because he'll only do... No! Are you serious? There it is. There it is. Oh, nope, there it is. It's over. Nope, that's over. That sucks. Maybe. Maybe over. Might not be over. Might not be. Son of a... Come on! Really? Stop that. There it is. He found the 4th one. See, it would have been bad, but it's only 120 damage. But he wins this, so... That's okay. I'm okay with that. That was actually a really good match. Kind of unfortunate he got 4 catchers and he just kept picking me off. So there's a prime example of what happens with catchers. Isn't that incredible? Let's Juniper. Just we might be able to figure something out here. I mean, actually, wait a minute. What if can I computer search? I wonder. Do I have that tool scrapper? I do. I'm not done yet. Hold on a second. Bangle. Wait a minute. Hold on, I'm not done yet. I'm not finished yet. Hold on a second here. Unless I've counted this wrong. No, I've counted this wrong. He wins. He wins by... He wins by a little bit. Just by a little bit. That's a nice 240 damage. Wins by a clear 50 damage. clean. Oh, that sucks. That's a clean finish, because he actually does exactly 50 damage, and I only have 50 health left. Never mind. What? Oh, he went for the Blizzard Burn. You son of a gun. That blows. That was a really good game, though. That was actually a really good game. I'm happy with that game. Essentially, his catchers mainly just, again, that's an example of what catcher can do. It can mess over a deck like this, especially since we're playing the same thing. We're both going for the same strategy of picking off Deoxys, so that's okay. I'll go look for another one. Be right back. Sneaking! He has the advantage. I'm assuming people have... Wow, dude. Cover up your shirt there. Jeez. Little hobo. The heck? Little hobo-ish. He's got the little flip and everything. He thinks he's all cool. Again, not grabbing... How am I grabbing plasmas and not... See, I don't want plasmas in my hand. That's exactly the opposite of what I want. So I'm going to start off with Thundurus. I'm going to put... No. I'm not going to put him out yet. We'll see what he goes for. He can't donk me with one guy of any type when I have a Thundurus. I'm gonna call Tails this time. Bam! Got it. He's got a Stun Fisk. Hello, you resist, you piece of crap. Okay, well, here we go. Snorlax. DCE. I gotta play for you and me. Let's take a look at our deck. I only have 3 Plasma Energies on hand. Okie dokie. What do I actually have in the ways of Pokemon here? I got him. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Okay. Let's grab the shiny Plasma Energy, put it on him. And now what I'm going to do, because this is going to be gone anyways, and this is going to be gone, is I'm actually going to search for a Deoxys. That. Go for the Juniper, and I can still attack first turn if I grab an energy. No, except not really. Wow. Okay. I'm just gonna... Sure. I'm just gonna Team Plasma Ball. Ho ho ho! Ho! If I could... Oh my... Can I do this? Can I actually... I'm going for it. We're going for it, people. I need 5 energy. That would have been beautiful, though. That would have been like... Wow. That would have been sweet. That would have been really cool. But yeah, here we go. That's speed right there. That's literally speed in a nutshell. Literally. Yeah. I have no words. Sorry. Your turn. That's a little ridiculous. Oh, he's got some. And I'm countered. What's he got? Enhanced hammer? What does he actually have? That sucks. Muddy water, yeah. That blows. This thing is actually not too bad just because it deals quick damage and prevents retreating. And resists the Thundurus. That's okay. I just gotta search for a Tool Scrapper. He's gonna catch her up a Deoxys just to make sure that I can't get in that easily. Wait, what? Because he knows I can't touch it. Interesting. Good move. I have to do this. That's not a problem. He's not a counter. He can't retreat either. Bad. It's actually kind of bad. Wait. Oh, he did 40. Oh, because he hit me with Muddy Water and I'm weak to fighting. Oops. Oopsies. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... Actually, I'm just going to save this stuff. I'm not going to put anything out yet. Okay. Yeah. Now, this was very reckless of me because what I should have done was check to make sure I have a Tool Scrapper before I start loading up like this. Because if I don't have a Tool Scrapper... Okay. Okay, the man is slightly real. Check for... Please have a Tool... Okay. Okay, the man was actually slightly real and almost killed. Like, yeah, get rid of that. Get out of here. You get out. I did not appreciate that in the least. Now, being weak to fighting, that's a weird situation, but yeah, he almost destroyed me. See you later. 220 damage. That's the max output from a team-packed Snorlax. Got a Plasma Energy, not what exactly I'm wanting. He's going to take me out. He's got another Silver Mirror. You cannot be serious. This is really not good. Okie doke. The question is, do I have another Team Plasma? We're about to find out, I guess. I'm going to put that out, because that just makes sense to load that up. I resist fighting, right? I'm weak to fighting? Kind of backwards logic. Oh, okay, never mind. What I can do is put that on him. Put that on him. Weak to fighting. Interesting. Because, you know, Thundurus isn't a flying type or anything. Just saying. I guess what else are you going to make him weak to? I suppose. Yeah, he's just saving his Silver Mirrors. If he's gonna beat me with Stunfisk, might have to quit my YouTube career. We'll just Windfall. Okay, that's not terrible. It's not the greatest, but it's not terrible either. This man just does not like me. He doesn't like me. He's grabbing all his cards. He's gonna computer search for an energy, isn't he? Oh my goodness, he actually might. He's gonna do a ton of damage to me. Look at this. Look at that! Or he's going for like an N or something like that. He's Scrapper. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. I'm actually a little screwed here. That's actually a little upsetting. I'm getting my butt whooped by a Stunfisk. Right. Okay. You do that. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna put some stuff on people. Yeah. Cool. That's really interesting. Can't say I'm overly happy, but I mean, what else am I gonna do, right? I got Juniper. Machine Juniper. Come on. Juniper, activate. S'il vous plaît. The leg. Why am I lagging? There we go. He's stuck though, like he really cannot have anything. Really, like come on. Okay. We're gonna play out the Frozen City. Make sure that this man takes damage. But he's not gonna load anything up on this guy. I'm dying to a Stunfist. This is really not. I'm not happy right now. I'm not. I've got the Skyla. I can holy ballsack. That hurt. Okay. He's grabbing he's pulling ahead here. Should I save everyone the trouble? I don't have any. What? Oh, that blows. Can I save everyone the trouble here? Do I have the Tool Scrapper? I do have the Tool Scrapper. Okay. So I'm not completely screwed. I just need one more. I'm not putting in Snorlax. He's just gonna trap that and kill me. All he's doing is just trapping with this. That's actually a smart idea. I mean, it's weird, but I guess it does work against this deck. Interesting. Je suis impressed. You cannot damage anything though. I'm speaking French for some reason. The Spirit of 6th Gen is Sycamore. The worst he can do is end my hand. He's got the Piplup. He's got the Energy Surge. This thing's going to get hurt. Yes, thank you. Okay. So it's not completely over. I just got to make sure he puts out no more Silver Mirrors. What I could do is actually save this until I need to get rid of this thing. And then potentially win like that. Because I think I played that Tool Scrapper really aggressively, but that was just because, you know, Tool Scrapper. Okay, yeah, so what I'm going to do then, I'm going to put the final in, or this is just all in, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to Skyla for a Catcher. I know for sure I have a Catcher on hand. I have one Catcher on hand. Oh my god, I've drawn through my whole deck, I just realized that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to Catcher up. I'm going to Catcher up the Piplup, make sure this thing dies, and then if he doesn't play another card, I essentially win, so... There we go. Boom, destroyed, 130 damage. And now I get another Tornadus. And I have how many cards left in my deck? Colress's, that's not too bad. Hopefully it doesn't grab anything. Please don't grab anything. I really have nothing left to do. Please don't grab anything. Please, 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 please let me have this. I'm playing this really smartly. Yes, I win. Okay, GG. Because I Tool Scrapper off the Silver Mirror. Yes. Oh, we're okay. Yep, there we go. And then all I do... There we go. Yes, so... Prime... That was interesting. Yeah, so prime example of people playing Silver Mirrors. You got to be really careful with the Scrappers. I played it really aggressively in the beginning because I thought I could donk him. But then he played a second one, and then that's when I really got... How do they test the rule changes? How are they doing that? I don't know. That's weird. So basically, if they're going to play Silver Mirrors like that, I need to be really careful. Usually people run 4. The reason why I'm running 2 Scrappers is just in case a situation like that happens where they have all of their stuff on the field. I can just constantly get rid of it. A really hard kind of screw you counter to this would be technically Tool Time. Technically just because they can put a Silver Mirror on a Trubbish or on a Sigilyph to protect it, and then they can play around just smashing my face in with Trubbishes. But I mean, you just have to play really wisely with your Tool Scrappers. That's why I have 2, just so... If I only had 1 there and the other one was prized, I would have lost to Stunfisk. Literally because I can't touch it, and I would have decked myself out, and I would have nothing to do except Catcher and stuff that doesn't have a Silver Mirror on it. So, I'll leave you with that. I'm pretty sure it's actually a pretty decent upload. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. Suggestions, comments, anything like that, deck is in the description below. And I will see you next time. Until then.